Good afternoon. Thank you for hearing our pitch. Today we'll be presenting EDU.AI, a curated early education service. As we begin, I'd like you to close your eyes as I tell you a story. This is Bethany's story. Bethany is the mother of Brad, a 4-year-old child who's about to begin his educational journey. As all mothers do, Bethany wants to provide the best opportunities for her son. However, she faces an all too common reality: the crushing financial obligations of many early education enrollment programs. This dilemma is creating tension and adding anxiety to Bethany's already chaotic life. Now I want you to visualize a 5-year-old girl. Her name is Bridget. Like many students, she finds it difficult to learn in traditional classroom settings. She fails to retain basic information about reading and math. Her parents are very concerned that she will fall too far behind her peers. We can boil both these children's issues into a single conclusion. That conclusion being that the current early education system is too expensive, too rigid, and too modular to accommodate a large segment of the population. Further factoring in health concerns of COVID-19, these barriers to entry and conflicts are evidence of a large market gap, a gap that represents a prosperous opportunity for a viable solution.
This solution is EDU.AI. EDU.AI uses AI to individualize pre-K learning experience, and acts as a support tool and incubator for each student. In addition, EDU.AI searches and provides the most optimal content for each student and covers all the skills taught in preschool. Educators can use this to help struggling students, and parents can use EDU.AI to educate their kids instead of going to preschool. The service will offer fields of knowledge including phonetics, reading, spelling, and other basic skills that set up your child for future success.
To explore the feasibility and effectiveness of our product, we performed background market research, which was a survey of 357 students and parents across all of North America. We needed their help to explore and more accurately address the flaws within the current system. To do so, we created a 6 to 8 question multiple choice survey containing questions about the perception toward the early education experience and about interest in our product. The respondents were extremely insightful in their answers. We wanted to highlight 2 specific answers to 2 questions we had that allowed us to really determine what areas we needed to address. The first question was, did you or your child ever struggle learning basic skills because school didn't address their specific learning style? If so, what content? The overwhelming majority of respondents said that in fact, they did struggle learning basic skills like arithmetic, writing, most importantly, reading, a vital life skill. All 3 of these skills would be covered with EDU.AI, but it reveals that an overwhelming majority of students have struggled because of the flaws within school. As well, we also asked parents whether they would be willing to pay, or we asked the students if their parents would be willing to pay $13 a month for the service, or if they'd be more inclined to send their child to a preschool that used the service. And an overwhelming majority of respondents, once again, 96.2%, said that they would be inclined to use the service one way or another. As such, we realized that EDU.AI is an extremely valuable and necessary solution in the current market.
Looking at our unique approach, EDU.AI uses an AI to learn the child's learning preferences and tailor a learning experience to those preferences. The application hand selects both original and content found all over the internet to aid the child in the best possible learning experience. Once the child has started their education journey, parents and educators can track their child's progress with weekly updates, whether the child is obtaining info, interested in the content, and improving through AI-generated tests. Best of all, this application covers all fields of knowledge required for a student in preschool.
Regarding the market, education is 6% of US GDP, or approximately $1.2 trillion. However, less than 3% of this spending is allocated to education technology services such that we would offer. Further, 23 million children are aged 0 to 5 in the United States, and it is a market that grows each year. Regarding our competitors, they have several flaws. First, they provide practice, not education. Thus, parents are often required to actually teach their children knowledge and take the role on as a teacher. Also, they offer a singular focus. All these apps focus on a singular topic such as math, reading, or spelling. Our service would combine all these topics into one singular app. Also, 25% of the explanations were overly complex and required parent input.
When looking at our business model, our main source of expenditure comes from a team of knowledgeable artificial intelligence engineers, which will be responsible for building and maintaining the application. A side expenditure will come from educators that produce and review collected content for us. Our main source of revenue will come from a monthly $13 fee that parents can subscribe to. or an educator's license for our service to schools that can use it.
To ensure we pushed our product out into the market as effectively and efficiently as possible, we created a 3-step marketing plan, beginning with the launch of the beta. So after our team has created this beta product, it's an initial launch, we're going to give free subscriptions to various mommy bloggers, as they're commonly referred to, including Rookie Moms, the largest blogger for new parents that exists. These bloggers would give testimonials about various parts that we can improve and the great parts about our product, which would allow us to build a small consumer base for our full launch. And along with this full launch, we would begin pushing native ads. This point of development and marketing is the most marketing heavy and crucial, because it's really when we push and get as many consumers as we can in a short time. We would use sites like Instagram, Facebook, and TeacherTube, commonly used by new parents and educators. Following this, we'd further our targeted ad efforts through targeted Google ads and Facebook ads, again targeting new parents with kids ages 2 to 5, our target audience, and teachers as well.
To end, I'd like to leave you with our mission statement. We strive to give every young learner not only a foundation for their future education, but a radiant curiosity and passion for learning.